Tom, thanks for coming and giving us your pitch.
Thanks, Ezra. I'm Tom Romary, the co-founder and CEO of Yapta, which is an online travel planning service based in Seattle, Washington. And it stands for Your Amazing Personal Travel Assistant. And I'm sure for those of you who travel frequently, like I do, and plan your own travel online, there probably are times where you would like to have your own personal travel assistant because, as we all know, if you travel a lot, eventually you run into quite a bit of friction. I was vice president of marketing at Alaska Airlines before starting Yapta, and that was really the inspiration. I heard a lot of stories from frustrated frequent travelers who weren't only frustrated in some of the things that we were doing at Alaska that made them angry, but were frustrated with the travel planning process itself and finding tools that made it easy to get to the right flights and right hotels, tools that allowed them to have the flexibility that they wanted. And having listened to many frequent travelers in advisory groups that I assembled while I was at Alaska, I really began to understand what the needs of the frequent traveler were. And where price is important, it isn't always just about price. If you travel 4 or 5 times a year and you're not the typical 1 to 2 time a year leisure traveler who's just going to visit grandma or going home for the holidays, you know that you're willing to pay for convenience. You're willing to pay for quality. You're willing to pay $50 more, $100 more for a nonstop flight versus a one-stop, or for the preferred carrier where you concentrate your loyalty programs. And a lot of frequent travelers today look at the ecosystem and they look at the tools that are available out there and they say, this doesn't really work for me. Everyone assumes that I want the Walmart experience for shopping and that I'm just interested in the lowest price. Well, in fact, people are looking for quality. But when it comes to price, while they may be willing to pay more for a nonstop or more for a hotel that's closer to their business meeting, they want to make sure they're getting good value. Frequent travelers, especially those who are planning their own travel online, which is the bulk of the market, they want to make sure they're not overpaying once they find that nonstop flight on United or Alaska or whoever their favorite carrier is, and that they know that prices change a lot. They don't want to be the one who paid $12.50 for a coach seat sitting across from someone who paid $350. And that's really where Yapta comes in. The problem that we're solving is we help people get the quality flights, the flights that they would actually take their families on, whether they're flying for leisure or on a business trip, that meet their quality standards, and then assure that they're getting the best value. Because many of you may not know it, but if you've already bought a ticket and the price goes down after you buy it, the airlines will actually give you a travel credit for the difference. And so Yapta, as a personal assistant, does all the hard work of checking prices. We check prices on specific flights that you would buy and assure that you're getting the best values before you buy. And then after you buy, we tell you when you're eligible for a travel credit or a refund. And I think the real answer here to the problem is, I want quality, but I want it at the best value. And for us, our mission, and this is really the inspiration of what I learned at Alaska Airlines, is we want to be the personal assistant that makes life easier for you as a frequent traveler, that gives you tools to help you plan, and that also assures that you're paying the best prices, and when prices drop after you buy, that you're getting a travel credit or a refund. So that's our mission in life. How we do it is by, in one place online, giving you a solution to find flights, to store all of your preferences, the place that you fly most frequently. We also allow you to keep it in one place. We go out and multiple times a day check prices on those exact flights. We're the only service that does that, and we alert you when the prices drop. We also allow you, because we know that people go to multiple websites when they plan travel. They don't trust any one website to do all their travel planning. They'll go to Alaska, they'll go to Northwest Airlines, they'll go to United, and then they'll go to Expedia. And what we do is we give them a tool, a browser add-on, that allows them to cherry pick their favorite flights off of any travel site and again put it back on Yapta.com. So between our own website, Yapta.com, and the browser add-on, we have a lot of ways for people to get the flights that they want to take in one place. And in fact, if you look today on Mozilla.org, we're one of the recommended Firefox browser add-ons right next to StumbleUpon. The other thing, if you've already bought a ticket, you can come to Yapta and enter your confirmation code on Yapta.com, and we'll take that code and start tracking prices. And I tell you, when you get that email alert that says the United flight that you bought for $500 just dropped to $400 and you're eligible for a $100 travel credit, you're very excited because you now have 12 months to use that travel credit. So the obvious question is, boy, the airlines must hate you. And from a business model standpoint, they actually like us. And the reason is we are a direct distribution program for the airlines. The airlines do not want to sell their products through travel agencies, and specifically online travel agencies. So when people plan trips on Yapta, we direct them directly to the airlines to buy their tickets. When they get a travel credit or a refund, it's actually a coupon. The airlines aren't hurting from a cash standpoint when they give you that refund because it's a travel credit good for 12 months. It brings you back to buying the airline site again. Now, out of the gate, I have to admit, when we launched in May of '07, American Airlines and other airlines wanted to kill me. And I was met Texas style in Dallas by American and at the door, tell me why I shouldn't kill you right now. But once they saw the data, that in the case of American, we had sent 10 times as many bookings as we had caused travel credits, they realized, oh, this is actually pretty good. I'm getting a low-cost distribution solution. I'm getting direct access to a customer. And at the end of the day, if the price drops after they buy a ticket, I'm giving them a coupon to come back. The way we make money in this market is through advertising, and that's obvious. And what's interesting about it is if you look at the typical social networks at 11-cent CPMs, we're at 100x that. So we're at 2 orders of magnitude higher. We also make money through premium service fees. We charge customers to get refunds for them, 15 bucks. And lastly, lead generation to hotels and airlines. Big industry, $160 billion a year. We've identified a $5 billion relevant market size. Great growth. We're over 400,000 users using it today, and we've saved them over $60 million. So a lot of terrific growth out of the gate, and would love to take your questions. At the very least, use Yapta and tell your friends and save some money. Thank you very much.